For years, we've been hearing about this trillion-dollar futuristic city that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is building in a barren desert. They're calling it NEOM, and they're investing a huge amount of money of their vast oil wealth into making it come to life. Some people say it can't work. This is all just a mirage of royal ambitions. And still, even from space, we can see that they're creating it. But the question is, why are they building it? We're going to answer any question that you could think of about what the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is creating in barren desert. And I'll show what they're planning with their initial budget of $500 billion, which has since ballooned to an estimated $1.5 trillion.
Welcome to Arabia. Get your visa now.
This is Oxygen, the place where ideas can change the world.
Oxygen is planned to be their futuristic industrial city, half of it built on water. It'll be a port where shipping can connect the world to a bunch of high-tech manufacturing, research, logistics. And then there's Sindala. It's going to be a luxury resort island with plenty of parking for yachts. And then we have Magna. Magna is no longer a village. They forcibly relocated thousands of civilians for this big project. Atop the ruins of these villages, the government is building 12 luxury coastal resorts and communities, built on some pretty massive designs, ideas, and concepts, including a vast subterranean digital community inside a mountain. And then Trojana. It's going to be a luxury tourist destination for adventure and wellness retreats, complete with an artificial lake and outdoor activities, like mountain biking and skiing. Yeah, skiing. You heard that right. Up here in the mountains, it gets kind of cold in the winter, and snow falls. Definitely not enough for skiing, but enough for them to make fake snow and make ski slopes. They're creating a man-made lake. And then the one you've maybe heard about, it's being built, the Line. It's going to be a futuristic city that stretches 170 kilometers and run on renewable energy and artificial intelligence. 10 million people will live here, close to the population of New York City, living inside of this Line city in the desert. All of these machines working non-stop and carrying, building, every hour of every day for years. All of this seems impossible to some people, except for believers. So much of the reporting on NEOM has been concentrated on how implausible, expensive, and delusional this project is. But why the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is planning, creating, and building these things in the desert? Why? The earlier days, most of the life in Saudi Arabia was like this. But what changed this people to this? Wasn't industrialization, but was oil. Oil changed everything. The kingdom rapidly modernized. Through this rapid modernization, hundreds of thousands of people still maintain the nomadic lifestyle. It's a connection to their past. After getting rich from oil and reforming the country better than it was, but soon a problem began to arise, which is not good news for the kingdom. The world slowly has started coming to terms with electric technology, but burning oil to run this world is turning the planet into a place which is not conducive for living things. The International Energy Agency predicted that the world will hit peak oil demand in 2030, at which time demand will start to fall. Others' predictions say it'll take longer. But we all know that the future of this world isn't oil. This is very bad news for Saudi Arabia, a country that has nothing else but oil. Oil transformed this barren desert into a modern, powerful country. And in order to retain that status, they're going to need to use the wealth from the oil for something else, like these futuristic cities we've talked about. But it's not just about tourism. NEOM is manufacturing, sports, education, media. They also want to use all this oil money to stay on top of global energy.